Look at the world around you. Look at the frantic energy, the constant noise, the pressure to decide your life by 25 or have it all figured out. You are constantly bombarded with questions. What is your goal? What is your 5-year plan? What personality do you need to build to get ahead? Stop. Just stop for a moment. Before you set another goal, before you chase another dream, I want you to ask yourself a very uncomfortable question. Is this a goal or is it a trap? Most goals are not paths to fulfillment. They are one-way streets. You get on and you realize too late that you cannot turn back. You see, many people older than you, if you ask them today, will tell you something that sounds like a paradox. I am so fortunate that my dreams from when I was 18 never came true. Think about that. If everything you desire right now, every desperate fantasy you cling to came true tomorrow, could you actually live with it? Or would it suffocate you? Fortunately, life has a filter. Many things never come true, and that is a blessing, isn't it? So how do you decide? How do you choose the right goal? First, you must withdraw. I am telling you, take a break from all influence, social influence, family pressure, the noise of Instagram, the expectations of your peers. Withdraw somewhere. Go into a metaphorical ashram. It doesn't have to be a building. It can be a quiet corner. Sit down, meditate. And here is the key. You must decide when you are happy, not when you are desperate. Do you understand this? Desperate goals are poison. When you are desperate, you set traps for yourself. You wake up the next morning tangled in a web you don't understand, wondering why you are miserable. So, if you are fixing your life, do it when you are very, very peaceful. Do it when you are clear-headed. Do it when you are joyful. When you are in that state, uninfluenced, clear, and joyful, ask yourself one question. What is it that will be of enduring value to me? Not to your parents, not to society, to you. When you are on your deathbed 50 years from now, will this still mean something? If the answer is yes, that is a real goal. Now, let us address this obsession with developing a personality. You think you need a specific personality to achieve the goal. This is backwards. Do not build a personality. You strive for the goal, and the necessary persona will come. Do you know what the word personality means? It comes from the Greek and Latin word persona. And what is a persona? It is a mask. In ancient theater, an actor would play many roles. He would pick up the mask of Rama, speak his lines, and put it down. He would pick up the mask of Sita, speak and put it down. He would pick up the mask of Hanuman, speak and put it down. A personality is a mask that got stuck to your face because you forgot how to take it off. You are asking me how to develop a mask. That means you are making it up. You are fabricating a lie. And anything that is a lie requires constant maintenance. If you tell a lie, you have to keep feeding it, supporting it, protecting it. It is exhausting. But if something is true, like your very existence, your very being, you can forget about it and it's still there. It requires no effort. If you are in touch with your true being, why do you need a personality? You can be fluid. You can be one way in the office, another way at home, another way with your friends. You are not stuck. I have changed my personality drastically in my own life. The way I dress, the way I speak, even what food I like. And I told everyone I am changing. And many of them fell away because they thought the mask was the real person. They couldn't handle the fluidity. But you must have that fluidity. You must be able to pick up the mask that is required for the task at hand, perhaps the mask of a student, a parent, a CEO. But when the task is done, you must be able to put the mask down. You must be able to go to bed without the makeup on. Let me tell you a story. There was a wise sage. People flocked to him, and even a king came to see him. The king was so impressed that he begged the sage to be his chief minister. The sage agreed, but with one strange condition. I need one room in your palace, a room that I will lock myself inside for 1 hour every day. You must never look inside, never ask what I do there, leave it unexplored. The king agreed. For years, the sage served as minister brilliantly, but before every important decision, he would go into that locked room for 1 hour. The king's curiosity burned. The courtiers whispered, "He's a spy. He's doing magic." Finally, the king broke down the door. He rushed inside expecting treasure or secrets, but the room was empty, absolutely empty. No furniture, no windows. In the corner lay a set of old, worn-out clothes and a wooden begging bowl. When the sage returned, the king asked, "What is the meaning of this?" The sage said, "Every time I have to make an important decision for the kingdom, I come into this empty room. I take off the royal robes and the jewelry. I put on these old rags. I sit with the begging bowl, and I remind myself of who I truly am. I strip away the power, the titles, the masks. From that place of emptiness and truth, I make my decision. Then I put the royal mask back on and go out. Now that you have broken the promise, I must leave." This is what meditation is. This is what true decision-making is. Every day, you must enter your own empty room. You must strip yourself down. Forget the ambitions. Forget the fear of missing out. Forget the personality you are trying to build. Sit in the silence of simply being. Because a decision made from a place of truth requires no backup plan. It is solid. It is enduring. But a decision made from a mask, from a lie, from desperation, that decision will haunt you. So I ask you again, are you going to chase traps, or are you going to sit down, get happy, get clear, and decide what truly matters? Don't build a personality, find your being. The rest will follow.